अर्तिकल्पितकल्पोऽयं प्रत्यर्थिगजकेसरी व्यासतीर्थगुरुर्भूया तस्मदिष्टार्थसिद्धये. Never ever settle anything less than your passion. Listen to your intuition and your destiny will follow. That is my only motto to come to this place. I feel really humble to stand in front of you to deliver such a auspicious and a very formal event like TED Talks. And one of the most important prospect of the life is, like everyone, it's an absolute middle class family, rough patches here and there. At every step there's a small hiccup, there's a small hindrance. One step at a time. All these things we have been hearing, listening to. Like all of you, most of us have done my schooling, then business administrations, and then masters. Of course, one thing kept on saying, at the age of 8, my grandfather had told me that you will guide millions of hearts in your lifetime. You will guide millions of hearts in your lifetime. I didn't understand anything. At the age of 8, absolutely there is no clue what he meant to or what is he trying to say. My grandfather, P.J. Rahavendra Rao, is an extremely extraordinary Vedic scholar. All my ancestors are Vedic scholars and Jyotisha Pandits actually. I inherit a lot of heritage in such a way, a lot of moral value. Daily morning we get up at 4, Sanatana Dharma, Nitya Karma, Anushtana, and at the same time prayers are completely our way of life. We don't know anything more than that. At that juncture, my father, Krishnamurti Venkataraman, had asked me to do little different from all my ancestors. He asked me to get into the modern way of studying. I did my computer science, then business administration, and then landed into a very big corporate job. International sales head. I know to reach almost 28 countries, but absolutely there is no soul. Dam nahi hai. There is no heart over there. Because ultimately what I understood is, this is not my soul, this is not my purpose. My purpose is entirely different, which I never knew until, there is another way of life which is actually unfolded. From my age of 14, I was actually translating my grandfather, because my grandfather at the age of 83, he was not able to, had some problems and he's not able to communicate properly. So I went on to translate. At an instance, it's like a story, but somewhere it really bewildered me, amused me, surprised me. You can use all the adjectives over there. Some people come, they ask some predictions and he starts telling something I will not be able to understand, but try to, settle down, in a way negotiate the whatever predictions that is done and try to explain them. And whatever he tells, it's almost like accurate, almost accurate. I was really amused how a human being can, penetrate through such a human beings, other life stories, and he was ready to give a lot of predictions, a lot of, remedies. He has changed lives, being despair to big hope. When they enter the chamber, their faces were entirely different. It was so gloomy, sad. When they go out, it was so happy. I was not, in a way to understand what is happening. At that point of a juncture, I started to completely delve myself into Vedic astrology from my age of 14. 10 was little more, but 14 was right. From 14, I started getting into Vedic sciences, started understanding what exactly is the stellar, what exactly is the stars, and what really shook me is my father's demise. When I was 23, my father has actually passed away. Knowing everything, my grandfather had hinted, not clearly, but still that, the space, whatever I had, was not able to content myself. I was not able to solace. I didn't have any comfort feeling. At that point of a time, I understood what should be done to get the exact prediction and understand what the life is. I almost like a reverse engineering I did, and I happened to understand certain things, and that discovery actually changed my life. A lot of people say Jyotishya or astrology is a humbug, kuch nahi chalega, waste. No, it's all transformed. They give stories and stuff. They understand the psychology of a people and then stop. No, absolutely not. I think I beg to differ in that lines, because what I discovered is every 38 seconds, a man's horoscope changes. You consider a twin who's born with 1 minute difference. One is born, one will be settled in California, second one still in Noida. Why? Same chart, same stars, same nakshatra, same latitude, same longitude, everything is same. But ultimately what differs is actually the timing. Exactly 38 seconds, every kundli changes, every star changes, every chart changes. It doesn't know. It appears to be same all the way, but ultimately when you pen it through 9 different forms of astrology, understanding the mundane astrology, understanding the nadi, what we understand is simple one thing. Every life which is born here is different, similar to the thumb impression. No thumb impression is same, except few conjoined twins, still it is same, but still God has to reply to all those answers. What really amused me is, when such a discovery happens, why can't it be really helpful to mankind? Out of 100 charts, out of 100 horoscopes, 80 horoscopes are ready to get into the business. Only problem lies in identification of what business, what form of business, what product line. Is it a service sector, not a production sector, not a software sector? They don't know how to proceed further. I somewhere mastered that skill, and right now I'm a corporate advisor for almost 223 big corporates. Starts from range of 100 crores to 1,500 crores to 7,000 crores. At the same time, I've been advising to a lot of my celebrities in selecting their projects, casting. At the same time, corporates again in talent retention, investment strategies, product line of business, when to invest, when to back off, when to say no, why, what, when, where, how. All these things I can actually explain while I see the chart. And God's grace, till now I'm really good. I can say almost I'm 95% correct of whatever I've predicted, and it has been happening. People who follow my Instagram page will definitely know that I've predicted the Pahalgam attack, at the same time current war, at the same time upcoming things. All those things are not big thing. It's very, very small when you consider my grandfather's legacy. As I explained, lot of things may come and go, but absolutely one thing should remain in everyone's life. There is something called the passion, which is written in your backbone. It is not someone who can actually guide you. Everyone has got single talent. Everyone has something inhibited in you, which you need to discover. That passion, whatever is there, if you really follow, passion will give you the purpose. Purpose will also be rooted in your roots, grounded in your roots. You should be humble in a way how you proceed. I'll say, such a big stage, explaining all those things, there should be some kind of a courage in standing here and telling you all those things. But still, I feel extremely humble, and I would like to thank my parents, Krishnamurti Venkataraman and Latha Raman, in bringing me to this world and making such a big stage. At same, I also, get a lot of advices, and I've been to 1 million subscribers, as well as I'm guiding in regular TV channels and YouTube, a lot of YouTubes as well. And I have definitely say I'm little humble in saying that I have transformed a lot of life, and I still believe a lot of you can also get into such things and really excel in your career. Thank you for giving me such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you once again. Namaskar.